Alright, here we are. This will be part 3 of the building a greenhouse video. Today, what we have to do is do the foundation. Now, what we did yesterday is this middle part, as you remember, it was kind of all, like in a big pile. We spread it out and try to make it as even as possible. The challenge today is going to be putting these bricks in a square where they're even. The foundation must be level because you're building essentially a house. So you're going to be using glass. And just eyeballing it, I can tell that that side over there is higher than this side over here. This is actually the low corner, and that one over there is the high corner. So what I plan on doing today is I'm going to dig, kind of just knock up some of the ground over on that side to lower it a little bit so I don't have to raise this one as much. And the equipment we'll be using today is right over here. We've got some brick plates and some gravel. Germans call it split. I don't know what it is in the States. I think it's just gravel. So we'll be putting gravel around the sides, around the edges, and leveling that off, and then tamping the bricks down so they're nice and flat, flush, and equal and level. So that's the plan for today. I think the first step we're going to do is actually move that old foundation, the foundation right here, and move it over here to this side, so we can, line up the rocks, the bricks correctly, and make sure that they're all equal and in a perfect square. And give me 4 corners, or actually I'm going to do 4 corners and plus 2 in the middle, so I can see exactly where everything's supposed to be, which will help me start lining up everything correctly. I don't know if we're going to finish this today. It's a lot of work, but we're ready. Old clothes, gloves, hard labor today. It's going to be a little bit cooler than yesterday, which is good. And yeah, we'll work about 5 or 6 hours and call it a day. That's it. Okay, we got the first line of rock down, gravel and the brick plates. And as you can see, there's a little bow there in the middle, as I suspected. This is more difficult than I had hoped. What we're going to go ahead and do now, though, is put the bricks all the way around on the perimeter, and then put the foundation on it and work kind of like one rock at a time and kind of fine-tune it and see how bad it looks once we get all the rocks lined up. I think it's a little bit bowed because, as you can see, the foundation is not, screwed down or tight yet, so I think it's causing that to warp a little bit. The most important thing, though, is it is level. I put the level on it, and it's level on that side. So that's the most important thing. We can raise the rocks in the middle. That's just fine-tuning. But the rock on the left, the brick on the left, and the brick over there on the right is level. So that's what we were going for. Okay. Well, here we are. The foundation is done. Took a lot longer than I'd hoped. Actually 2 days, and the reason is, as you can see, it's nice and square there. The reason is because that side over there is the highest point. This side down here, this corner, is the lowest point. So the whole ground, the grass, kind of slopes that way and that way. So as you can see, it took a considerable amount of dirt to stack up the hill. I basically had to create a hill of dirt and get higher and higher on both sides down here, down to the low side. But we used a level all the way down and across, and it is about as perfectly level as you can get it without using lasers and technology, which I don't have. So just a little bit of minor engineering skills, learned from basic math, and a level and a rubber mallet and a lot of dirt. We got it done. Right over there is the clay that we had dug out of the ground. We weren't planning on using it, but I'm glad I saved it because it does make very, very good packing dirt to make a hill. And there is my cat, Naylor, just out there relaxing. She's looking for a mouse. She's already brought a couple back. She's very happy living here because this whole field is full of field mice. And so she just sits there all day and waits for something to move and then attacks it. So she's happy. Anywho, so the next step is I will tighten up this foundation over there, and I will move it over here to these bricks, and then I will screw it into the ground, into the cement bricks using anchors. Got to make sure it's flush and square all the way around. Should get it done in about an hour, I'd say. It's just gonna be a lot of I gotta drill. Gonna have to drill holes into the cement. I'm one of those people that'll probably overkill it. Instead of using 20 screws, I'll use like 50 just to make sure it's in there tight. And then the next step after that's done, then as you can see, there's quite a big ditch where the greenhouse is gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and plow that up, till it a bit, kind of loosen up the soil on that side and then over here. And then I'm gonna get about 1,000 liters of dirt. That's about 20 sacks of dirt, ground potting soil, and I'll dump that into the ground there before we put up the greenhouse. That way it'll be cooler to work. I want ahead and just go ahead and get it level with the brick plates, the dirt. That way I know it's done, and then don't have to do it later. So once I get the foundation laid, foundation moved over there, we'll make more video and show you how it's coming along. That's it.